The 1970s, a decade of disco, Cold War tension, and a wave of UFO sightings that captured imaginations across the world. But hidden in the archives of Canadian history lies a chilling, lesser-known case, an alien encounter so strange it left an entire hospital staff baffled and some forever changed. What really happened that night? And why did the story fade into obscurity? Grab a coffee, or maybe your favorite tinfoil hat, because today we're diving deep into the alien encounter that shook a Canadian hospital. It was a cold autumn night in 1974. The small town of Carman, Manitoba, was settling in. Nurses on the night shift at the local hospital, some say it was Carman Memorial Hospital, though official records are thin, were preparing for what they expected to be another quiet night. But just after 11 p.m., a commotion. An ambulance roared in, carrying a man in his mid-40s, dazed, panicked, and, most disturbingly, covered in burns arranged in a strange, grid-like pattern across his chest and abdomen. Pushpin, pause here. Can you picture that? A rural hospital, minimal staff on duty, and in comes a man claiming an encounter not of this earth. He kept repeating, "It came down, it was right there. I tried to get away." The man's name? Let's call him Mr. X, because to this day, no verified public record names him outright. Some UFO researchers believe this was Stephen Michalak, whose famous 1967 Falcon Lake incident matches this pattern. But many argue this was a different case, a different time, a different witness. Memo Mr. X's story. He'd been driving along a remote road when his car engine sputtered out. Thinking it was mechanical trouble, he stepped out, only to see a blinding light descending from the sky. Not an airplane, not a helicopter, something otherworldly. The craft, as he described it, hovered silently before shooting an intense beam of heat directly at him. The next thing he remembers, waking up beside his car, confused and injured. Let's break this down. Doctors at the hospital noted burns arranged in a grid, almost as if branded or stamped. No singed clothing, suggesting the burns happened beneath his shirt. Symptoms of nausea, headache, and weakness. Strange metallic smell clinging to his skin. Warning, here's the kicker. Tests reportedly showed no signs of radiation sickness, despite similarities to known cases of exposure. Back-end index pointing right, what do you think could cause burns like that? Without burning the clothes? Let me know your theory in the comments below. Now, this is where the story gets wild. Several hospital staff later reported strange events that night. Equipment malfunctions, EKG machines flickering. A sudden power dip at around midnight. 2 nurses swore they saw strange lights through a window hovering over the tree line. Word spread fast. Some staff went home shaken. Others called in UFO researchers on the sly, terrified of ridicule but desperate for answers. Loudspeaker, imagine being on that shift. You clock in expecting a quiet night and end up part of a mystery that defies explanation. Here's where speculation runs rampant. In the weeks that followed, no official statement from local authorities. The patient, Mr. X, was reportedly transferred quietly to a larger facility and vanished from public view. Hospital records from that night said to have been misplaced during an archive move in the 1980s. Fire, could this have been part of a larger effort to bury the incident, or simply the result of small-town bureaucracy and lost files? Let's zoom out for a second. This wasn't an isolated incident. Collision 1975, Falconbridge, Ontario. Miners reported a huge metallic craft hovering above the mine shaft. Collision 1978, Clarenville, Newfoundland. A police officer's sighting of a glowing craft, seen by dozens, that responded to his flashlight signals. Collision 1970s, NORAD reports. Multiple radar anomalies over Canadian airspace that remain unexplained. Let's entertain some theories. Flying saucer, experimental military technology? But why target a lone driver? Milky Way, genuine extraterrestrial visitors? Perhaps monitoring human activity in remote areas? Brain psychological event? Stress, exhaustion, or illness producing hallucinations? But then, how do you explain the burns? Backhand index pointing right, what's your take? Was it aliens, government tests, or something else entirely? Drop your thoughts below, and don't hold back. Today, this case lives on mostly in whispers, on internet forums, in UFO books, and in the memories of those few hospital staff who dare to speak out before fading into anonymity. Aliens some say this was the Canadian Roswell, just smaller in scale, but no less strange. Movie camera, and here's a thought. Could somewhere, buried in Canadian government archives, lie the truth about that night? Picture it. A man arrives at an ER with the same injuries in 2025. There'd be security footage, instant social media leaks, medical scans shared across the globe. Would the truth get out this time? Or would modern cover-up methods simply be more sophisticated? So, was this the night a Canadian hospital treated the victim of an alien encounter? Or just a case of mistaken identity and coincidence wrapped in mystery? I'll leave that to you. Milky Way, if you enjoyed this deep dive, give the video a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more strange tales from history and beyond. And hey, if you've heard of any other forgotten UFO encounters, let me know in the comments. Maybe your suggestion will be our next investigation. Stay curious and stay safe out there.